Jill Dillard presented a moving memorial after the deaths of her son and daughter. Many ladies share the terrible loss of a desired child experienced by the former reality star. Find out how the TLC star honored her deceased children in a special way by reading on. The chance of miscarriage rises sharply throughout the first trimester of pregnancy. Statistics show that 1 in 4 women experience pregnancy loss. The topic of the massive loss was forbidden for far too long. In recent years, more women have come forward to talk about their miscarriage experiences, including several members of the Duggar family. 3 ladies banded together in 2002 to share their grief with the world. That same year, Tammy Novak, Lisa Brown, and Robin Bear started a campaign to have October 15th designated as a date to honor mothers who have passed away. A number of states formally acknowledged the loss of a pregnancy or newborn as a worldwide sorrow on October 15, 2018. Jill and her husband live in Siloam Springs, Arkansas, and the movement, which had grown in popularity over the years, was officially recognized by the entire state in 2006. Jill Dillard and her husband Derek were keen to expand their family, even though they already had 2 kids. Israel, their first kid, was born in 2015, and they were proud parents. In 2017, they welcomed their second son, Samuel, into the world. In 2022, the couple welcomed their third son, Frederick. Unfortunately, Jill Dillard suffered a devastating miscarriage in the period between the births of her second and third children. In 2021, a miscarriage occurred. River Bliss was the name of the long-lost baby girl of the Duggar family. Losing a baby at a tender stage of pregnancy is devastating. The death of a baby is heartbreaking, especially after months of carrying a child inside of you. In 2024, Jill Dillard gave birth to a daughter, but she died at birth. The Counting On actress was 4 months pregnant when she lost her unborn child, Isla Marie. On October 15th, Jill Dillard remembered the 2 babies she lost. We pay tribute to the infants of our ancestors today and offer our condolences to those families who have lost a child during pregnancy or in the immediate aftermath. She wished the bereaved a sense of God's presence and comfort in a prayer she posted on Instagram. Jill Dillard added their names to the memorials. Dillard's Bliss River, October 3, 2021. Isla Marie Dillard on March 19, 2024. In the area offered, the Counting On star invited her fans to share a memory or the name of a baby they lost. The fact that many of her followers also suffered personal losses is not surprising. To mention a few examples. Abigail Grace Stroud, August 23, 2025, Tuesday. Ellie Faith. I have never revealed her name to the public. Our granddaughter would have been 2 yesterday. She was born still asleep at 34 weeks. We lost 5 infants before to the arrival of our rainbow baby in 2024. We lost 4 people in a span of 2 years. September 30, 2523, Jordan was miscarried by me in 1998. No one has ever been aware of the name I choose. Heaven is holding them close, Jill. Huge hugs. Jill Duggar, a well-liked reality TV personality from the well-known Duggar family, recently paid a heartfelt and moving homage to the loss of her son and daughter. Held in a small, private setting, the tribute not only served as a personal act of memory but also illustrated Jill's courage and unshakable faith. This touching moment served as a potent reminder of the resilience that families must rely on during extremely trying times. Although Jill Duggar, who is well known for her part in the popular reality TV show 19 Kids and Counting, has had her share of public appearances, none have been as intensely intimate and unvarnished as her experience of losing her kids. Many have found inspiration in Jill's poise and grace amidst the grief. Her memorial, which honored the lives of her son and daughter, encapsulated the profound love a mother has for her children despite their unfathomable suffering. A significant personal loss. 2 of Jill Duggar's children passed away, leaving her and her husband, Derek Dillard, devastated. There is no denying the gap left in the couple's hearts by their daughter, who passed away soon after birth, and their son, who was miscarried at a young age. Their faith has continued to be a guiding light in the shadow of loss, and their grief, both private and public, has become a natural part of their journey as parents. Few people can fully understand the anguish of losing a child, and for Jill, that meant finding her own unique method to deal with the loss. This loss was a special and private hardship that she and Derek went through privately, even though she and her family have always been forthright about the value of faith and community. Their faith in a greater power and their support of one another helped them get through their darkest moments. A heartfelt memorial. A very personal expression of Jill Duggar's affection for her son and daughter was her memorial. The people closest to Jill and Derek were there at the Duggar family's house. Jill's recovery process was greatly aided by the memorial, despite the fact that it was not a public event. It was an opportunity to remember their brief lives, consider the happiness they provided to the world, and express gratitude for the time they did have. The occasion was modest but significant. Flowers, candles, and pictures of the children were all present as reminders of their short but significant lives. Jill, who has always valued family, took the time to thank her loved ones for their support, especially her parents, brothers, and friends who had been a constant source of consolation. The love of their close-knit family has been there for Jill and Derek throughout this difficult time, serving as a reminder to everyone of the strength of support in the face of loss. Jill's heartfelt address was one of the memorial's most poignant moments. She talked about her sentiments over the death, including the affection and memories she cherishes in addition to the pain. Her words, which emphasized how her children would always be a part of her heart even in their absence, exuded a sense of serenity despite the loss. Jill's fortitude and tenacity. Jill Duggar's fortitude and resiliency in the face of loss has been among the most impressive features of her path. Although the public may have initially seen her on television as a member of the enormous Duggar family, many have seen her grow into an adult who has shown incredible bravery in the face of adversity. Jill chose to walk through her sadness with grace rather than conceal it from her fans after losing her son and daughter. She is relevant to many others who have experienced comparable losses because of her openness. Notwithstanding the pain, her choice to open up about her journey has not only given her fans insight into her private life, but also served as consolation for those going through similar difficulties. Jill's readiness to talk candidly about her suffering has demonstrated that grieving is something that can be handled with compassion and love rather than something to be embarrassed of. Jill's healing process was greatly aided by her faith, and her memorial made clear that her sadness does not define who she is. Instead, her faith in a greater force and her love for her kids give her strength. Her faith has served as her compass, and she has held fast to the hope that she will one day be reunited with her children in heaven despite experiencing great sadness. Honoring the lives of two lovely souls. Jill Duggar's burial service was a celebration of her son and daughter's lives rather than merely a time for mourning. Jill talked about how much they meant to her and how much she treasured the short time they spent with her. In many respects, this memorial served as a chance to consider the influence these kids had on her life in addition to offering a space for mourning. Despite their brief existence on Earth, Jill's affection for them endures. The memorial was a lovely way for her to pay tribute to their memory, complete with flowers and personal touches. Jill's remarks throughout the ceremony demonstrated that joy, love, and thankfulness can exist even in the face of tragedy. Her legacy endures even if her children were not given the opportunity to grow up. Jill Duggar's homage to her children serves as a reminder of the strength of love, religion, and family in a world that may sometimes feel chilly and uncaring. She is an example to many because of her fortitude in telling her experience and her ability to find peace in the middle of the anguish. Conclusion. The unending love of a mother. A moving example of the resilience of the human spirit and the enduring tie between mother and child is Jill Duggar's emotional memorial for her son and daughter. Despite the fact that no parent should ever have to deal with the loss of a child, Jill has demonstrated through her words and deeds that love never dies. This memorial service was more than just a farewell. It was a celebration of life, love, and the close bond that Jill, Derek, and their kids will always have.